you guys are just a two-man band, right?
We've got Perkins on drums and Riz Story on bass.
Oh.
Kind of like hired guns, so whenever we need them, we call them.
Nice. Very cool. Do you think there's an advantage to that, having the two of you, and then when you need the other two, call them?
Yeah, I mean, being able to write all the songs just together as a whole before we even hear the rhythm section definitely, I think, captures the mood of what we're trying to do. Because if we can make it sound good with just a guitar and vocals, that's all the song needs. And then the dynamics are just a plus.
Right. Cool.
This first record, we did the whole record with never hearing bass or drums to it ever. Never. So the first time we ever heard drums to it was after Stephen Perkins laid the drums to the whole album.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy. That's kind of cool, though.
Yeah, it's different. It's different.
So JD, you've been playing the ukulele. That's pretty hot. How long have you been doing that?
The ukulele, actually.
We to Thumb Room, the recording studio we recorded at. He's the one who turned us on to the ukulele.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's really cool. It sounds awesome on your guys' promos. We loved it.
Yeah, we're going to actually be doing a Jelli song on the ukulele for you guys pretty soon. JD's been working on vocals. That was just a teaser, so don't worry. It's going to be great.
that was just the beginning.
Nice. So you guys are really involved in animal rights, yeah?
Yeah.
So explain that and how the band name, the title, and everything.
I was always a big thing against the seals and helping the wolves, and I about 7 years ago I started realizing, you know what, farm animals, every animal needs a voice, and so I took it upon myself to become vegetarian.
Oh wow!
And became a vegan and tattooed it on my arm and to remind myself, because cheese is it's different. So yeah, I mean the whole animal rights movement thing, it means a lot to me.
Right?
Just animals need a voice; they can't voice their own opinion and. There's so much going on with legislation right now, not allowing cameras into slaughterhouses, etc. So Dan and I decided, you know what, let's name this band in tribute to animals. We couldn't take the animals because Eric Burden took it. So we're like, we're a melodic band, so we're like melodic animals. We're like, yeah, but we need like the acronym of a 3-letter thing. So Early Melodic Animals.
Nice.
All the good names are taken, all right?
How long have you guys been doing this? The band.
This project we started about this time last year, actually.
Oh, wow.
So he and I have been playing music for years, but this particular Early Melodic Animals has been about a year project.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And then, so you have other side projects, or you're just focused on this?
No, it's just this entirely, 100%. There's no other little side projects we're involved in.
Good. And so, what kind of genre do you think you guys fall into?
Oh, I'd say it's like an alternative rock type of a thing, but we were trying to bring back kind of the classic feel that classic rock had. Not just the feel of it, not the sound, just the feel of going through all analog gear and making sure that our sound sounds great before we even get into post-production ever. And I think those elements really...
Like all these preamps.
Yeah. The thousands of them showing that means we can't pay rent this month.
Right.
But, yeah.
Sonics are important.
They are. Sonics are important. And they get the feel of our music across better than just plugging the guitar into a box and hoping it sounds good.
Right. Who are your guys' major influences?
Ew.
Oh, this one's a long one, actually.
I'm all about female vocalists. So
really? Like who?
Mazzy Star, School of Seven Bells.
Imogen Heap.
Heat.
He secretly wishes he was a female.
Yeah, I do. I wish I was a chick. That's where all my influences come from, is female artists.
Very
cool.
Like Catherine Wheel, R.E.M.,
Stone Temple Pilots,
all the classics. I like a lot of the instrumental guitarists, Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, all those guys. Also, they were big influences in my guitar playing. There's some other ones. Just anyone who's good and who doesn't suck, really.
Sunny Day Real Estate.
Real Estate's great, yeah.
The classics. I mean, even Phil Collins. Just anybody who's a ripper musician who knows how to write good hooks. That's really what it comes down to.
That's awesome. How do you guys write your music? Like, do you have any strategies, or is it all by feeling?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, most of the time it's just one of us will either come up with a guitar riff or JD will come up with a vocal pattern, and it just always works. We just have a chemistry like that. The other day I wrote a song on guitar, and then JD like, oh, I wrote a vocal pattern that'll work for that 10 years ago while I was drunk in high school or something.
Right. I mean, two of the songs, LSD, I wrote the lyrics 5 minutes before I sang it.
Oh, crazy.
So, sometimes it's just spot on, right on the moment, spur of the moment, improv.
Yeah, he does a lot better when it's the first take. The first take's usually the best.
Right.
And it's not beating a dead horse. It's like, all right, cool, I'm really into this song right now. I may not sing it perfect the first take, but we get it in a few takes.
So do you guys write the music? Do you guys play the music first and then come up with the lyrics, or is it?
Usually, yeah.
Yeah?
Usually it's the music, and then I'm like, okay, there's a pattern here, and where's the hook? And we find the hook, and lyrics are the very last thing. I don't ever sit down and I don't look through my poetry and start going, oh, I'm going to sing this poetry song. It's spur of the moment, whatever comes out of my mouth, really.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Are you guys, do you have any rituals before you come out on stage? Taking some shots of JD, maybe?
I usually drink wine. That's my...
JD's in his wine are an interesting combination.
Jerry Farrell started that. It's Barry's fault.
Yeah.
Are you guys playing locally anytime soon?
We are talking to Perkins and Riz right now. We're discussing things with certain record labels and determining what we want to do as far as touring. Because if we're going to go out on the road and we're going to do this, it's got to be done right.
Right.
It takes a toll on the band. It takes a toll on everybody. And so if we're going to do it, we're going to go pretty big. And we're waiting to hear back from a producer named John Hamlin who did a lot of the greats, REO Speedwagon. He's a buddy of ours. So he's discussing things with some record labels, and we'll decide what we want to do about touring here shortly.
Very cool. Do you guys prefer the smaller venues compared to?
Personally, no, because the more people that use, I have like stage fright. Really, I have a real hard time singing to a small crowd. When there's 1,000 people, not a problem, but there's 400, 300 people. The intimacy, I've got intimacy issues. You know what I'm saying? I've got intimacy issues. You know.
And then, what's one of your biggest pet peeves?
In life?
Yes.
Oh. People that don't get life, actually. People that are not up to par.
Yeah, people with the lack of intuition is a pet peeve.
Yeah.
The pet peeve when I start acting too much like Richard Lewis, then
that's a pet peeve. That's a pet peeve. I think he secretly thinks that he's Jewish, actually.
I think somehow connected with a little split of Larry David in there. I don't know.
And where do you want to eventually see yourself with your music?
We just want our music to be heard, and more importantly than that, I think we want our cause to be recognized. I mean, the whole point of this music is just to raise awareness and for people to kind of figure out that you can make a difference in whatever you're doing.
And you guys have some of your proceeds from all of your music go to a certain cause, right?
Yeah, Animal Acres is attempting to build a new barn so they can rescue more animals because they're getting pretty full over there. And we're donating a percentage of all of our sales to that organization.
15%.
So, 15%.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, and the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to play a little game. I'm going to shout out some words, and you guys are going to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind, okay?
All right, cool. Wait, let us get a couple of drinks.
All right. Chug, chug, chug.
All right,
let's do this.
All right. Charlie.
Sheen.
Radical.
Hand.
I can't say that on air.
I was going to say the same thing. I was like, this morning.
Oh my God. Water.
Park.
Stock up on it.
Green.
Weed.
I don't know. I'm brain dead right now. Give me another one.
Teeth.
Expensive.
Yeah, white. I don't know.
Dumpster.
Divers.
Smelly.
All right. That's all I have. Do you have a website for the cause or anything?
Yeah, everything's on our website. So we
Okay.
have a entire Eco-Friends link. So any of the causes we're affiliated with or believe in, it's just a whole page. You can link right to everybody. And it's really important to us that something happens with these animal rights situation. I mean, we're not preaching like PETA and all that. I mean, they're a great organization, but it's just kind of like take the time to at least acknowledge the fact that things are not quite right.
Right.
And that's earlymelodicanimals.com.
Yeah.
In case you're here.
Awesome.